I know now I end up owning 6 barbershops, 5 salons, tatted up, exclusive open lounge and cafe, tailor-made photography, brand new clothing line, best rapper alive, commercial and car rap and vinyl, and have a rent-a-car business before, what's that app came out? Before Toro came out, you know what I mean? And run for mayor of North Las Vegas. He didn't know that, you know why? Thank you. And I say that not to, I'm not here to impress nobody. I'm here to impress upon you. I want to get impressed upon too also. It's an exchange of information. Understand what we are doing here. Nobody's special. We're all special. Everybody's listening. Get in. Now, with that being said, there's a ceiling right here in this physical building, right? But in your life, there really is no ceiling. And when he said that, who wants to be a barber like him? Not knowing what a barber could do, not knowing what I planned on being, right? It made sense because he didn't know where I was going to go. And nobody will. When it comes to you being an entrepreneur or a business owner, nobody's going to believe in you at first. I'm going to keep it 1,000 with you, because why should they? If you ever been on sports, ever, raise your hand, if you ever been on sports. Thank you. If I have the crowd. You only bet on what? People or teams you seen win. You don't bet on nobody you never heard of. That's ridiculous. So why wouldn't you correlate that with another person's business? So no, they're not going to support you, your family, your mama, your daddy, your cousin, your homies on Instagram. They're going to support you on top. They want to see you keep winning. Because people want to be a part of the winning team. Always and forever. So your job is to believe in yourself so damn much that you keep winning so much that they're like, you know what? I'm going to mess with Twixx. Whatever you do, it's going to work. Understand? Earlier, my man, and I love your speech too. It's amazing, bro. Earlier when he said, have anybody succeeded the first time, right? I wasn't raising my hand because I'm humble, but in reality, no, this is real. I'm a black man in America. Hell yeah, I succeeded my first time. And I did, and I'll get to that. My first barbershop I opened up at the age of 23 just got bought out from the city of North Las Vegas last year. Over 20 years. Okay? So I can't joke about that. Because that one barbershop is what catapulted me to buy all these other businesses and do all the community service that I do for real, without a nonprofit, not because of my fraternity, not because of no church, because of me giving back of the ebb and flow in life, how it's supposed to be. Okay, so now, that's high school. Let's go back. Okay, so how I started my entrepreneurial journey was my 4th grade year at C.C. Cox Elementary. My teacher came to me and she said, Robert, the dance is coming up. Can you DJ the dance? And I was like, I'm not a DJ. You know, she's like, don't you rap? I'm like, yeah, I rap. She's like, but that means you can DJ. She motivated me. Very important to have people who motivate you in your life. And it's very important to have teachers and people that are over your children be motivating people. That's why it's very important to go to parent-teacher conferences. Because you can have an ill teacher poisoning your child, and you never go because you're too busy, you did. So you need to see this teacher talking to your kid. Because they're what your kid more than you are, chances are. Now, when she said that to me, I was like, well, I'm not a DJ. She said, well, you get paid $20. I said, I'm in there, right? So I go home, I tell my father, I said, Dad, I said, the teacher wants me to DJ, but I don't know what to do. I'm not a DJ. He said, okay, Bob, that's what you do. Bob, nickname for Robert, for people under 30, right? So now I'm doing the whole thing. So the dance was a success. Not only was a success, it built my confidence up. It built my what? Confidence. All right, this is an even exchange of information, so I need y'all build my what? Confidence. All right, y'all giving me confidence, right? So with that being said, I'm like, oh yeah, so I get the envelope, I open it up, it's a check. I'm in 4th grade. So I tell the teacher, I'm like, what is this? She said, that's a check. I'm like, no, you said I'm getting paid $20. It says $20 on the check. I'm like, oh God. So I go home, I'm thinking she's trying to get me now. I'm from the good hood, so I'm thinking she's trying to come up. I come home, I'm like, Dad, what is this? He's like, oh, great job, Bob. I can show you how the banking institution works. That's my father, right? I'm like, okay. He goes over to the bank account just so we can cash the check, right? So not only do I DJ my 4th grade year, I DJ my 4th grade and 5th grade year. So now we go to junior high school, 6th grade at J.D. Smith. So now I'm thinking, okay, automatically, I'm going to be the DJ here too. Everybody my age and my grade have been rocking with me for 2 years, and they think now that I'm going to DJ then. I didn't say I was, I just thought I was, right? So I go to the principal's office, knock on the door. He's like, yeah, can I help you? I'm like, yes, I'm Robert Taylor. I'm a 6th grade student here. The dance is coming up, and I'm a DJ, and I just want to know, could I DJ for $20? He laughs at me like the other dude. You're just a kid. I'm like, but I'm a DJ. He's like, you're a kid, you have a professional DJ. already. So I was bummed out. So I come home, I tell my mom and dad, I'm all bummed out, I can't DJ. I'm stressing. This is my whole life, right? That's why when your kids tell you something, that's their life. To us, because they're dealing with bills, mortgages, real stuff, divorce, marriages, if they're dealing with it, that's their life. So treat it like it's a divorce, because in their little kid heart, that's their life. So I was devastated, right? My dad and mom said, you know what, you can throw parties here. I was like, I can't? He's like, yeah, how about that? Only kids your age, no cursing, no freaking, remember the freak, no freaking. Now I'm gonna watch y'all, you know what I mean? And it has to be between 3 and 5 p.m. I said, great. So I tell all the kids at school, all the kids in North Las Vegas, hey, I'm doing parties at my house. They start coming by. Bam. Now, that's just great. Later on that year, while I'm throwing parties, my mother had the great idea that she can cut my hair. Never seen my mother cut hair in my life. But for some reason, our mom tells her to do it, we believe it. I can make a Big Mac. Oh, you can, Mama? No, she can't. That's different. Anyway, she goes to Kmart, she buys some $12 clippers and give me a $2 haircut, long story short, right? I had a Bobby Brown, the little, every little stuff I take, right? So she killed it. I'm like, I can't go to school like this because now I'm kind of popular now. Even though I'm in 6th grade, the bottom of the totem pole, but on the bottom, on the top of the bottom, you know what I mean? Right. So I'm like, I can't go to school like this, so I'm gonna fix my hair. So I got the same clipper she bought, and I cut it. I didn't make it good, I did it better. I'm like, I can cut hair. If I keep doing it, right? So my whole 6th grade year, I'm cutting my hair and I'm throwing parties. My 7th grade year, my friends in my neighborhood, they were like, hey Rob, cut our hair. I'm like, I can't cut your hair, I'm only cutting my hair. He's like, but you can, just try. So I started cutting hair, I wasn't charging yet. So my 7th grade year now, what am I doing? I'm cutting hair for free. I'm getting that, it's coming, it's coming. Yeah, it's coming. So I'm cutting the hair for free, why? To learn the skill. To learn the skill first, get down your skill, right? And I'm throwing parties. My 8th grade year, what I started doing? Charging, right? Now here's the most important part, or the most beginning important part of my story. My father comes home. He sees the hair on the floor. He always gets me out and cleaned up, right? And he says, how many cash you cut today? I said, 5. He said, how much you charge for haircuts? I said, $5. He said, so you have $25. I'm all proud. I'm like, yes, sir. He said, no more lunch money for you. I said, what? He said, no more lunch money. I said, you can't do that, I'm a kid. Isn't that illegal? Nah. He said, no. He said, you're an entrepreneur. He said, I'm a what? Entrepreneur. Dad, I'm in 8th grade, I don't know what that is. He said, you go get that the Webster Dictionary and read it. So I read it. An entrepreneur is somebody who owns a business or company who takes chances to have a better success. Blah, blah, blah. So I read it. Sounds good, but I'm like, I don't want to pay for my lunch, right? And he's like, no. He said, you're an entrepreneur. You're a business owner already. In this little room you cut hair in, that's where you make money. If you were a real barber, you would pay booth rent or a percentage. I'm teaching you the entrepreneur way now, right? So I'm like, okay, now this is what happened that changed my life. That didn't happen yet. The change didn't happen. I'm still kind of like, I got to pay for lunch. Next day, I'm at Jenny Smith. I'm in line, right? Usually, I get a certain amount of money allotted to me, right? Maybe like what, $4 for it back then, something like that. Now, I'm like, wait a minute. I got like $50 in my pocket from 2 days cutting hair, right? So now I'm like, I could buy what I want to buy. I never had the freedom to think that way, to buy what I want to buy. And when it comes to my lunch. So when it's my time, I said, you know what, give me that cheese Nevada and give me 3 donuts. Give me this, give me that. Matter of fact, anybody how many have no money? I'm buying lunch today, you did it, right? So when she puts the tray of food on the little metal section thing, right? And I grabbed it. I felt so proud of myself. I said the rest of my life I gotta feel this way. As long as I feel this way, I'm gonna be happy. And that's the thing. I don't care about what I say or anybody says to you today. If you don't know what makes you happy, you're wasting your time. Okay. If you do not know what makes you happy, you're wasting your time. I know a lot of people, I get to that, I tell you about the accolades, I can tell you about all that. I know a lot of millionaires. And I know a lot of people ain't happy because they don't know what makes them happy. So the hardest thing you can do is the easiest thing. Find out what makes you happy. Then you align your business, you align your energy, you align your soul, you align your friends on that. Okay, that's the first thing. I don't care how good your money is, your credit is, your ideas are, without being happy, none of this means anything. Back to the story. So now, I want to keep having this feeling, right? So now I get my 9th grade year, Shine High School at first. I'm cutting hair, throwing parties, and I'm realizing, wait a minute. I'm piggybacking on myself. Let me explain. If you ever been to a Walmart and you see a McDonald's inside, raise your hand. Okay, I can keep going, but like anytime you see a Walmart, usually you'll see a Ross, you'll see a Forever 21, you'll see an AutoZone, you'll see a 99-cent store. These are the things that are inside the plaza. You know why? Because when Walmart gets that land, right, that big parcel, which is called the business terminology for it, when Walmart gets that parcel, they automatically have people who want to piggyback on them, right? So it makes sense for them because that mortgage is so much, it makes sense when you have other people that want to pay that mortgage. Business. Right? That's why it's the same stores usually in every Walmart complex, right? So that's why when you're in Walmart, you can go in McDonald's, and when you're at McDonald's, you shop. That's called piggybacking. So at the age, in my 8th, 9th grade year, I realized when I'm cutting your hair for $5, guess what? Hey, this Saturday I'm doing a party at my house. It only costs $5 to get in. Then when you're at my party, I'm like, hey y'all, don't forget, I cut hair for only $5. So I went from being the actual DJ to being a host. My first DJ I ever had was DJ Finesse at 97.5. His dad was a big DJ at 88.1. So he was a beginning DJ, I was a beginning promoter, I know what a promoter was. But I was a beginning promoter, so now he's DJing my parties, right? I have DJ Slim here, one of the best DJs I've ever seen in my life, who did more parties with me in my life right there in the light blue hoodie. And he's phenomenal, but I'll get to that too. So with that now, I'm piggybacking on myself, right? I've been rapping, like I mentioned earlier. I got signed to an independent label. I thought I was going to be some big rapper because if you're signed in 8th grade and you're writing for adults, you can't tell a kid they're not going to be a successful rapper, right? But what happened was in the 12th grade year when I told the guy I'll be a barber, I realized, you know what, it's not happening right now. I need to get serious. My parents were real big with being serious and planning for the future. We always thought for the future in the Taylor house. See, in my house, last names mean something. It's on you. Either you build equity to your last name or you lower the equity to your last name. Okay? When we say, oh man, I got this Gucci, I got this Louis, I'm gonna stay at Hilton. These are our names. Hilton had a house and rented the rooms out first. Okay? Everybody had a humble start. Unless they had a silver spoon, everybody had a humble start. So stop glorifying people's last name and put equity in your last name. Okay, now. So, sorry y'all, a lot of emotions going on in my mind right now. So, with that, so now, when I get out of high school, I go to barber college in Long Beach, California, right? There wasn't any barber colleges in Las Vegas. So everybody my age had to go to another state to go to barber college. And it's crazy, so we had to sacrifice that, right? So I go to California, me and my boy Shorty, we go to California, we end up being dancers for a woman named Nikki Crawford. She had like one hit back in the day, and she's making a comeback, and we won a talent show. So now we're dancing at night to make money, right? I'm cutting hair in barber school, and I'm working at JW, which is Wakota, in the Long Beach Mall. You dig, right? So I'm doing all this, and I'm thinking, once I get back to Las Vegas, I'm gonna make so much money as a barber. I'm gonna kill it. Now here comes the struggle part that I need people to understand. I pictured how much money I would make. I pictured the house I could buy, all this. Remember Carfax? Not Carfax, Auto Trader? I would get the Auto Trader, look at the cars. Ooh, I want this, car was that? The Chrysler. I want that, I want this house. I graduated barber college, came back to Las Vegas at the age of 20, got in a barbershop called Creative Cuts. Have anybody ever been to Hamburger Hut in North Las Vegas by community college? That was a barbershop. Jose owned that then. It was a barbershop called Creative Cuts, okay? And then it turned House of Fades when Trey and them bought it on Lake Mead. So I'm at Creative Cuts thinking that I'm gonna make all this money. And this when reality hit. I had 60 clients before I got my barber license. I thought that was a lot. But when you're in a barbershop and you cut fast, I cut fast. I can do 30 heads in one day, right? Which is rare, but I can do that, right? That means I can do all my clients in 2 days. I still have 28, 29 days left of the month. I'm not making any money. I'm seeing all the barbers flourish. I'm seeing them cut hair, get booked, right? I'm not mad at them, but nobody's referring nobody to me. People will walk in the barbershop, hey, can you give me? I'm booked, I'm booked, I'm booked, I'm booked, I'm booked. They will look at me, they were like, I'll come back next week. I'm like, damn! Damn, right? The hardest thing is to get failure when you've been winning. See, when you touch victory, and you touch success, when failure hits you, you're like, oh my God, I don't know how to take this. But you need that though. It makes you brilliant and resilient. You did. So with that, I'm in the barbershop. I started getting content. Let me fast forward the story because I can go way longer. But long story short, I said, let me use my marketing skills. Now, I've never stopped doing parties. Even when I was in Long Beach, I was coming back doing parties. When my sister, she started doing Mike Tyson after parties. Mike Tyson had the biggest fights out here. My sister was doing after parties, making $300,000, $400,000 in 4 hours, and I'm watching it. So I knew it's possible. Like, you can make $400,000 in 4 hours? I knew it was possible. Nobody told us that. I'm like, wow, I know because I'm counting the money. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Jesus, once I get enough money, I can throw big events, big parties, right? Seeing is believing in achieving, right? So now, with that being said, I get to the point to where I said, I'm gonna do free haircuts because I believe in myself. I know I'm good. Twixx haircuts, first one free on me. I know when I give these flyers out, at least 70% of the people I cut are coming back to me. That's a great rate, right? So I went to community college, so right there, and I passed these flyers out. First haircut free. Yeah, right, bro. For real? Not for real. For real? Yeah, for real. Remember this, y'all. Smiles make money. Smiles make what? Money. Ooh. It really does. Smiles make money. If you remember that also, once you find out what your happiness is, then you figure out, you know what? Smiles make money. As long as I make people smile, right? They have a good experience with me. They will come back. Especially if I'm a genuine person. You did, right? So now I'm starting to get clients. It's starting to boom, right? I'm like, oh snap, I'm getting booked, right? Now, the ignorant part of it is, I should have bought my house then. Now I turned 21. I should have bought my house then. I didn't. Very important. Home ownership is very important. You know why it's important? Because if you own a home, I don't got to get a line of credit. I can take $100,000 out of my house today. Okay. Today. Out of my house that I own today. I don't got to talk to nobody else. My house that I stay at, I can take $100,000 out of my house. Or you can make $500,000 depending on how much your house costs. Right? Very important. Ownership of your home. You can always leverage that. And you can literally leave that for your children. That's another story. Your business you might not be able to. Okay? Now, I get to the point to where I'm starting to flourish, I'm making money, and then guess what? We have an emergency meeting. Spoiler alert, barbershops don't have meetings. What we do is bad. Right? So it's like, I'm sorry y'all got a meeting today, emergency meeting. He's all like, yeah. And they were like, sorry to tell y'all, we got a bad lease and we got to be out by next week. What? My daughter, hey mama, my daughter was on her way. I just got a girlfriend, I got a daughter about to be born. Now I'm tripping. I'm like, oh my God, I don't own my house, I'm renting my house. I got 2. I got 2 cars that I cashed out and I don't own my house. That's ridiculous. Okay, I gotta say that. That's not cool. That's ridiculous. I had all this jewelry, all these mink coats, I didn't own my house. That's stupid. Okay, let me say that. Okay, now, fast forward in the meeting. When he said that, he said you got option A or option B. And I hope you choose option A. He said option A, we have a new shop that's gonna open up 3 months from now on MLK by the Metro Police Department. You know what I mean? He said, or you could go to another barbershop. That's when I realized I can't let any man or any woman in my life give me the option in my life. I'm gonna choose option C. What's option C, Twixx? Everybody asked that. I'm glad you asked. Option C was buy my own barbershop, right? At the time, I told y'all I had 2 cars, right? I was gonna buy a 3rd car. Now it's $19.99 because Cash Money just came out, right? I never forget. I'm like, okay, bling bling to the fullest, right? I'm about to buy the big body Jaguar. I got the Expedition, I got the Camaro and the 18s. 18s were brand new at the time. Now I'm about to buy the big body Jaguar and be killing them in the streets, right? I had $26,000 saved up from cutting hair, right? Never had a loan for any of my businesses. All cash, okay? It's possible. Don't get it twisted. Don't count yourself out, okay? So I'm like, instead of me getting another car, how about I get a barbershop? Nobody in my family owned the business at the time. My sister was the regional manager of Wells Fargo, making millions for Wells Fargo, but she didn't own Wells Fargo. You did? So I had nobody to talk to when it comes to real business advice. How to sign a lease. What's a good lease? Nobody knew. So my friend Bozy owned the studio on Lake Mead on 310 East Lake Mead. I went to Bozy. I said, hey man, can I get the landlord's number? The spot's open next to you. He gives you a number named Evan Ramos, great friend to this day. I call Evan up. I say, hey Evan, how much to get this building you have? I don't know how to talk to him, right? He said, well, it's 500 square feet. At that time, $1 a square feet with no cam charges. For those who know about cams like an HOA to a commercial building. That's when they have the garbage in the parking lots. That's what pays for it, the cam charge. So he said, no cam charge, $500 a month. I'm like, $500 a month? The shop I worked at was getting 22% of what I made, which pretty much I was making, I hate saying numbers, but to give you the idea of it, at that time I was doing a little more than $1,000 a week at that time, right? So it was getting about $220 and up for me a week, which makes $880 to over $1,000 a month I was getting. So what did I do if I did my own shop?
Save money.
Save money. That's another secret people won't tell you. That's another secret your boss won't tell you.
Okay.
When you get your own business, you might make more money, you might save money getting your business. So now when I got that, I'm like, what, this is crazy. So I didn't even plan on barbers coming there. I didn't plan on that. I'm like, just be myself, I'm saving money, but since I got 500 square feet, I might as well build out a full barber shop. So I built 4 more stations. Everybody at the time was charging about $200 a week for booth rent. I said, I'm gonna charge $150 a week, because I'm already winning. Right? And guess what smiles make?
Money.
Right? So if I say I got booth rent cheaper than everybody else, that makes
Money.
right? So with that being said, I ended up passing out with all the businesses. I actually ended up getting 4 more barbers, right? Paying $150 a week. One barber pays my rent and some of the power bill, right? Then I ended up getting next door, so now I got 9 barbers. Then I got for Divas Only salon in the front. Then I got for Divas Only nails in the front. Then I got Fade 'em All 3 on Rancho and Washington. I mean, Fade 'em All West on Rancho and Washington. Then I partnered up with Miss Erlene with Magic Curl. Then I got Fade 'em All 3 on Rancho down the street. So I had 2 shops on Rancho. Then I got Fade 'em All University and PhD Salon on Merlin Parkway in Flamingo. Then I got a brand new clothing store on Merlin Parkway in Flamingo. Then I got Fade 'em All Centennial, which I just left from right now on 8053 North Durango. Then I got Fade 'em All Summerlin on Sahara. In Buffalo. And I threw parties here in this Blue Flyer Hotel Business Link. They made a lot of good money in this building right here. So with that being said, yeah, it's not easy. It's not hard, but in general, the big thing I want to say is to everybody, find out what makes you happy first. Money isn't anything. You don't even own money. You can't legally burn money because you don't own it. All it is an option to get things and do things. So if you don't make you happy, you got an option for what? Find out what makes you happy, right? Key in on that. Make people happy. You will make money. You will have to keep winning to show people you are a winner. Your business is a winner. Everything you put on social media reflects your business. You never see me curse on social media. I never be like, I told this mother, nah, you know why? Because I'm Fade 'em All Barbershop. I'm best rapper alive. I'm Foreign Exchange Bar and Lounge to be open in 2 months downtown. That's what I am, right? So always know people are looking at you. When people are working my business, like I said, I go to social media, I skip. I go about a year ago. I want to see what you just did, because you're smart like me, you're going to clean it up. I'm going a year, what you talking about? I can't stand this beat. I can't stand, you can't work in my shop.
Okay.
I don't need you around me.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I dictate who's around me. The best part, what makes me happy besides my kids, is knowing I can do what I want to do in real life. And I can help people in real life. Okay? So that's my story, man. I love you. I'm here right now also. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Because art is a real person. Art is a real person. So when art asks me to do this, I mean everybody involved are real people. Art will turn stuff down quick, same as I. Okay? I will turn stuff down. Learn how to turn things down. That's what made me successful, saying no, not saying yes. Okay? Let's say yes to the right people. I love y'all.